Hey guys, so y'all, all right. So I wanted to do I don't know how quick this is going to be, but I needed to talk about something because I got fucked up on some nonsense today. Because as you all know, I like horror games, right? And I generally like, let's just face facts, I like being scared. I don't know why I like being afraid. I don't know why. I think because when I'm sad, it's the one thing that will easily draw me out of being sad because it gives my brain something else to focus on instead of like the sadness. Sometimes that is my existence. So yesterday I found this YouTube channel. The hell is it called? Hold up. Let me see if my phone is still okay. Good. Oh, I had it on this stupid damn game. So, yeah, I'm still playing that trash where you're sleeping with all these women. I don't know why I'm still playing that. But what is the name of that game? I mean, not the game. See, I wish it was a game. That would make sense. But okay. Hold on. I don't want to. It's called The Dark Shit, I can't pronounce that. Somnium? The Dark Summon. I can't pronounce that. Why you had to make a channel I can't pronounce? I'll post a link to it in the description. But I found their channel yesterday because they had this story, Patch Lane. It's a book, but I think it started out not fan fiction, but the other thing, a creepypasta. That's what it started out as. And I might be an author of fan fiction, and I do not read fan fiction, nor do I read creepypastas, because it's really hard for me to read stuff that, people that are younger do. I would love to find some I know there's well-written fan fiction out there, but it's hard for me because usually when I try to find a real well-written fan fiction for something, it's not generally what I'm looking for, and the writing is somehow a little bit wonky. Some of it is really good. Every now and then I'll stumble upon one that's like, oh shit, that's good. But I've yet to discover a creepypasta where I'm like, oh shit, this is fucking amazing. But I think that Patch Lane was a creepypasta that actually turned into a published book, because I thought Patch Lane was a real place. So I went to go look for it because they said it was in Pennsylvania. I think there's a Patch Lane in Michigan or Texas or some shit. It's some weird far off state that I'm like not trying to visit. So at least not like for any length of time. But so I got sucked into the Patch Lane story, and it was so good. And the way the guy was reading it was real good. And I was there. I felt like I was listening to an audiobook, and it's a whole ass situation. I usually can't stand audiobooks. They just put me to sleep. My husband, when we went to Japan that last time, got me an audiobook to listen about Catherine the Great. I fell asleep on that, and I fucking love Catherine the Great. So audiobooks aren't usually my shtick, I should say. But listening to the dude read them creepypastas, and I don't know where he finds the because the creepypastas are the same problem as, in fact, they're a little bit worse than the fan fiction, because a lot of I was watching some whole ass video about creepypastas, and a lot of them are not that well written. And I've not tried to go down the creepypasta lane because I've been warned creepypastas are not that well written. And I don't blame anybody for it not being well written, because I think part of the reason they're not well written is because a lot of the people that read and write creepypastas are really young. And it's not that you can't write well when you're really young. It's hard to write in depth when you're younger. I'm not saying it can't be done, but it's just a little bit more challenging because you don't have a lot of life experience, and you're kind of still trying to figure out who you are, and it just takes a while to get that finesse that comes when you're an old geezer like me writing. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm sure there's a lot of young people that are like right on that great path to becoming like really good authors, but it's just difficult. So watching I'm sorry, I'm not going to pronounce your channel right. I am so sorry. But in watching that, I just got sucked in from the Patch Lane story, and I listened to the Patch Lane story. I listened to the Feed the Pig story, which was so fucked up. It was about this dude committed suicide, and he wasn't in heaven, he wasn't in hell. That basically God made this place called the Black Farm, and it was because God and the devil didn't know what to do with people that committed suicide. So they just was like, okay, God was like, I'll create this spot, and that's just where we stick the suicidal people, and we'll just stick them there until we can figure out what to do with them. So he left somebody in charge of um the black the black farm. But the dude that, or the person or the entity that ran the black farm was fucked up after a while and just started making it so it was like basically a mini hell. So, and like this dude, like when he wakes up in this place, he sees some demon kid get his head blown off with a shotgun. And this guy comes in like, look, he tells him what's what. You killed yourself. You led like a shitty life, and this is your punishment until they can figure out what to do with you. Don't expect anybody to come save you though, because that's just not how this game gets played. You got two options or three. You can stay here and deal with your problems, and your problems are going to be a lot. You can stay here. You can take your chances in hell, but hell is just like a hair worse. So I don't know, because it was he meets some chick that was like, oh, it's real fucked up here. People be getting killed and like raped and stuff here. It's real fucked up here. So he's like, I guess I'll just, or you could take the third option. And I forgot to tell you that the third option was feed the pig. And as soon as like he was talking to the chick that was like, it's real fucked up here. And he was like, well, why are you here? She's like, I was a coward in life. I'm a coward now. I don't even want to know what the fuck is happening with hell or feeding the pig. I just would take my chances here. So I guess there's something. She done knocked my computer on lobby. So I'm like, I guess there's something out. So he decides he's gonna just take the hit and feed the pig. Now, see, after knowing all of this, I'm like, this is some situation that's gonna be so fucked up. Watch, he gonna feed the pig, and that's gonna be his punishment forever. He just gonna be stuck being pig food for all fucking eternity. But the dude that tells him about gives him the three options is like, well, you might get sent back. You might get sent to hell if the pig don't like the way you taste. Or some other situation may happen. I don't remember what the fuck it was. So he takes the hit. He's like, I'll go feed the pig. And they blindfold him, put him in the room with this giant pig from what I understand, from like how it's described. And the pig swallows him and it's chewing on him. And he's like getting all fucked up. And like, it's just horrifying. And then he wakes up at the end. Sorry for the spoiler, but he wakes up at the end and he's back to being a human. And he's like, look, I'm never going to waste my life again. I'm going to do better. I'm going to help people that are suicidal, because I never want anybody to go to the black farm, because it's just horrifying there. So that was really good. That was really graphic. That was a real fucked up story. Didn't scare me, but it was good. The Page Land joint didn't get me. I was like, okay, that's fucked up. There's another sad story that I listened to where this boy, this dude, and like this dude was sitting at home. His parents had gone on vacation. His brother, I can't remember, younger or older, whatever, goes out, goes home, is like leaving a bar and with his friends, and he's like, he calls his brother on the phone. Is like, yo, I'm like, there was a bad accident. The cops are here. I don't know what's going on. They're letting me go, but I don't know what's happening. I'm going to just take the bus home, and I'll be home whenever. And dude is like, do you even know what bus you're taking? He's like, no, the bus is here. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. And I'm like, what? You don't just get on a random bus and hope for the best. You better know where the fuck you're going. So he says he comes again. The dude that's at the parents' house is just kind of chilling and watching movies, and then he gets a call from his brother, and his brother's kind of freaking out, like, I don't know where I am, and the bus is in the middle of nowhere. I don't know where the fuck I am, and I'm just gonna get off this bus and go to another bus. And his brother, oh, hold on, let me wait for this phone to stop ringing. All right, sorry about that, but the brother calls again. He's like, I still don't understand how you just get on a bus and you gonna hope for the best. I don't even know. But the brother calls him. He's like, well, we'll just try to get home, and I'll be here waiting for you. So some other stuff, the brother that's at home goes through a little more stuff, And then the brother calls again, and he's like, I don't know where any of these buses are going. They're just going nowhere, and they're just driving, and I don't know where I am. I think I'm close to home. I'm going to get off this bus, and I'm just going to walk. And his brother's like, you're panicking. Like, are you? He's like, I feel like I've been gone for days. I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, oh shit, this is taking a real fucking weird turn. But he's like, just get home and it'll be okay. So the boy that was in the accident was walking, and then he's like, I can't see the house. I know I'm in the neighborhood. I can't see the house. So his brother goes and flicks on and off the porch light. And he's like, oh, okay. The brother that was in the accident was like, okay, I see the house. I'm going to walk there now. But as he's walking, he can see police lights coming. And we all know where the fuck this is going. So the brother finally sees the house. He's like, I'm coming up the stairs now. And his brother sees the cops getting closer and coming in. And he just knows that boy is fucking dead. I was like, oh my Jesus. That is sad, but that is good. Damn. So that was like, well, especially this week where somebody fucking died on that corner. I didn't need to see that shit, but that's what it kind of reminded me of. But oh my God, it was so well written and so good. So then the story that fucked me up today. The story that fucked me up today was some John, and this is his newest one on the channel. Some John where some boy and his family lives in this neighborhood. And like the neighborhood is real nice and everybody's really nice. And it's supposed to be a neighborhood where a lot of little good luck things happen to people. Like, not like you win the lottery or some shit, but like you win like a phone. Like, you know how the radio stations, if you ever listen to like a regular, like local channel radio station. I don't think anybody does that anymore. Maybe it happens when your car comes on. But sometimes on local radio channels, they have like if you're like the 10th caller or the 8th caller or whatever, you can win like tickets to something or win like $50 or whatever. So it's just little things like that. You're not going to hit it big, but you're just going to get like a little, like nice little boost and like endorphins basically. So this family lives on this neighborhood, and not a lot of people like move in or out. So when his family moved there like 7 years ago, because he's a 13-year-old telling this story, he was like a little kid and his sister was just born. His sister was sick, but she got better, and when they moved in this neighborhood, she just started slowly getting better, and nobody could figure out why she was getting better. But one of the things about living in this neighborhood is at night, as specifically between the hours of 3:03 to 3:05 in the fucking morning, somebody whistles this eerie ass tune all around the neighborhood. So, and the rule is, you can't fucking look at whatever's doing this creepy fucking whistling around the neighborhood. So the kids accept this, but the dad in the family locks all the windows and like pulls down the blinds so the kids aren't tempted to like look out the window. And he, in addition to locking the windows, he keeps the keychain with him at night, so they're not out there trying to fuck around with that whistling shit. So a couple years go past, a new family moves in, and they have a 12-year-old son. And like the two families get together. The father is on the welcoming committee and tells that family like, yo, don't be trying to fuck around at 3 a.m. because that's when the shit go down. So basically they leave, they become friends, and like the family for that one boy leaves, and they leave him in the care, since he's 12, of the family that of the kids where the sick sister and the boy telling the story. So after his parents leave and the kids are just hanging out being kids, the neighbor boy is like, well, what the fuck is up with the whistling at night? Y'all heard that, right? And the boy telling the story is like, look, yo, dude, we don't talk about that. We not talking about that. But he's like, yo, but y'all hear it though. Like, what is it? Who is it? Why is it? Like, I think it's some dude that's like living across the street. The boy telling the story is like, we don't talk about that. Just let it go, man. But he's like, I'm going to go see what it is. I think it's just stupid that you can't go look. And he's like, I don't think you want to do that. And besides, my dad locks the windows. He's like, your dad locks the windows, but he keeps the key ring right next to the bed. So we can, or right somewhere easy to get to. So he takes the key the boy basically is, they're up till like 3, and then the whistling starts, and the boy ends up taking the key. Um, the boy, the newsy neighbor boy, opens the blinds and stuff and looks just as the monster, or we don't even know. I don't even know if it's a monster, but I'm just gonna say it's a monster, comes through and is like whistling all weird, and his little sister is about to look too, but he sees his little sister about to look right before the neighbor boy opens the blinds. He opens up the blinds and he turns his sister just in time, so she's facing the hallway, and he clamps his eyes shut so he's not looking at it. The neighbor boy sees whatever it is that's all janky and fucked up, and he gets all fucked up. So he screams, the neighbor boy screams because he's seen whatever it is, and the parents wake up and run in, and basically somebody closes the blinds. I don't know who, but basically the two kids, they never see it. The parents never see it. The neighbor boy saw it. So then it's some knocking at the front door. And like everybody's just like, the fathers, because the mom and dad both had baseball bats, and they like, come at me, bro. And the neighbor boy is like, he has peed on himself. He's so scared. He was crying all bad and shaking. And I'm like, see, that's what happens when you do shit you're not supposed to do. Hell, remember that one vlog, the video game vlog? I was like, I don't like it when kids don't play by the rules. This is why you play by the rules, because you end up peeing on yourself and crying. So the monster or whatever is knocking on the door, and then the mom was like, everybody stay still. We're not letting them in. Then the monster or whatever it is mimicking the mother, going, everybody stay still. We're not letting whatever it is in. It is mad scary. I'm like, oh my God. And this knocking and banging on all the doors in the house and on the windows is just like deafening loud. The analogy was, it was like they were living inside of a drum. I'm just like, oh my God, this is mind-blastingly good. So finally the morning comes, the banging stops. None of them have slept. They all cram into the boy telling the stories room, and they all just stay together. And then when the neighbor boy's parents come back, the boy telling the story's parents go across the street, take him across the street, and they tell his parents what happened. And he was like, in a I think a week or less, they had moved out of that area. And one of the things is even if you look at the monster, you might not die, but your life is just permanently messed up. Where you live in that neighborhood, you get like little boosts of good luck. It might not kill you, but you will have little boosts of bad luck. And within that bad luck, all the joy is just sucked out of your life. And your life is just sad. And all the happiness that was once in your eyes is just dead. And it's just like, that's real fucked up. Cause like, I don't know if that's a trade. I don't think that's a fair trade-off. You got a monster pretty much whistling through the neighborhood going, come at me, bro. Might as well be whistling, come at me, bro. And if you look at it, your life, you might not die, but your life is all fucked over. That's not a trade-off for a little teeny, like to win a radio contest. This is not even worth it for me. So I wouldn't been able to live in some shit like that. And honestly, let's be real. I know my husband, he would look and he would just fuck it up for everybody involved. And I'd be like, what the fuck did you look? It was whistling. I had to know what it was. You would look. But check that new YouTube channel out. I had to subscribe to it. I went to my doctor's appointment for my follow-up post-surgery shaking like a leaf on that 3 a.m. story. And I was in here like, damn, I wonder whatever stories I can listen to. Listen to it. It's good. I ain't gonna lie. It's real good. Those stories were really, really interesting and very well written. And I don't know. I don't think I will read creepypastas because I think he sifts through. I mean, the stories that I've heard him read are extremely well written. So he has to probably sift through a lot of like terribleness to get to the good stories that he has. So I'm just going to stick with that channel and just be like, yes. Because, whoo, them Jones are good. Check them Jones out. I'm going to post the links in the description. Really, I have that on my favorites. Go check out that 3 a.m. story because that joint, I was all fucked up with it. I'm better now, but I'm like, whoo, Jesus, that was some stuff. So that is all I have. I have a ton of Lolita information coming y'all's way. I think they'll be mailing some stuff out, but I will save that for a different vlog and a different day. But that's all I have for now, and I will see y'all next time. Later.